Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I am starting a new series of videos teaching you guys how to develop VR applications using the Unity game engine. Unity is one of the most popular game engines currently, which are very popular among virtual reality and augmented reality application developers. I myself am working with Unity since 2017. I also love to teach people how to use Unity, and that's why I thought let's start a series of videos so that all of you guys can understand how to use this fantastic game engine to develop VR applications. So, without further ado, let's get started. So to use Unity, we need to download Unity first, right? So that's why we go to any web browser. I am using Safari as my default web browser, so I'm going there, and this just then I just search for download uh, Unity. Okay, and then you see the first link over here from the Unity's website, and then I just simply click on it, and then it will give me the download option. Based on your operating system, it will download either a DMG file for a Mac or a exe file for Windows. Okay, so I have already downloaded and installed the software which is called Unity Hub. Okay, so once you open that, you may not be able to see this particular window when you open that because it requires some setup. So it is very easy. You have to like log in to your account. You can create a account on the Unity website. You can sign in, and then it will ask you to download the latest version of Unity. You can go ahead and do that. And then it will ask you for a license. Just simply choose for personal license. So I can show you my license. So I am also using a personal version. So don't worry about it. It is completely free. Just activate a personal license. And then once you do that, then you will be able to see this particular window with project. But I have some projects already in my computer. So that's why it will show up in this like column format. But for your case, most likely it will be completely empty. Okay. Now, if you go to the installs, you will see the current version of Unity that you already downloaded when you set up the Unity version. So now I have two versions of Unity currently installed in my computer. You most likely have the latest version of Unity. So right now, the latest version of Unity is 2022.3.45 F1. I have that. Now make sure you download the LTS version. Okay, so if you do not download the LTS version, so you can go ahead to install editor, and then here is the latest version, the LTS. LTS means long-term support. Okay, try to not use the like completely latest versions because sometimes what happens, there can be some bugs. Like if there are bugs, it can create some problems. So try to download and install the LTS versions, which are more reliable. Okay, so I have downloaded and installed the latest version of the long-term support Unity. Okay, now so when you download your Unity from the Unity Hub, you most likely see the Mac OS if you have a Mac, or Windows if you have a Windows here, but you most likely do not see Android, okay, in your Unity installed. Why? Because you didn't download the Android build support. But we need to download the Android build support. Why? Because most of the current like very popular headsets like Quest 2, Quest 3, even Quest Pro, or if you talk about the Vive, Focus 3, Elite, all these headsets are basically Android headsets. Okay, so if you want to deploy your applications on these type of headsets, you have to use the Android build. Okay, so now I have already downloaded the Android build support. Now I'm going to show you how you can download the Android build support for in your computer. So you see this small settings window over here. You click here and then choose add modules. Okay. Now you see like as I have already downloaded the Android build support, so that's why it is grayed out for me. But for you, there will be like these check marks in front of the Android build. So if I want to download the iOS, so I simply click on this check mark and then go to install. Similarly, you just download the Android build support, and by default it will also select this OpenJDK and Android SDK. Make sure you have to download all of these three stuff. Okay, so you just click on Android build support, make sure every three things are selected, and then go ahead and install. Once it is installed properly, you will see the Android build will be installed. That's what we need. Okay, now let's start a new project. So go to project over here and then click on new project. Okay, now make sure if you have multiple version of LTS just like me, so there will be like multiple version of long-term support here. Make sure like which version you are going to use. So I am going to use the current version, that is the latest version 45. So I choose it, and then instead of using 3D built-in render pipeline, we are going to use Universal 3D. And yeah, I do not have downloaded the template, so let's go ahead and download the template for us. Now, why we are not going to use this 3D built-in render pipeline? Because Unity is not going to support this pipeline in future. So the basic pipeline will be the 3D URP, and then for if you are going to use very high-end, high graphics intensive games, then you have to go for high definition like the 3D version. But we are not considering very high like graphics intensive game, so we are going to use universal 3D rendering pipeline. Okay, now you can choose where you want to select where you want to install your location your project. So for me, I just select in my on my GitHub folder. So here make sure you have a Unity organization. Okay, so when you set up your Unity hub, most likely you will also do the Unity organization stuff. Okay, and then you can connect to Unity Cloud, and then you give a project name. So let's say I can give the name as first project, and then create project. So it will take some time to build the project. So once it is done, we will be back. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so here we go. So once it is loaded, so you will see this Unity window. Okay, so let's get a little bit familiar with the already existing icons and tabs over here. So this is the hierarchy window where all of your main game objects will be stored. So this is the camera, the light, the global volume. So by default, Unity provides some objects for you. So, and the objects can be manipulated in the scene. So this is the scene window. Okay, so each object has three axes. So the blue one is the z-axis, the red one is the x-axis, and the green one is the y-axis. Okay, so if you consider the camera, you can see the position here. So it is located at 0 on the x direction, 1 on the y direction, and -10 on the z direction. Okay, now you can consider, you can see the rotation also. It is 0 degrees, 0 degrees, and 0 degrees. Scale means how, what is the height, width, and length of the object. Now camera is a like, it does not have any weight or anything. So if we want to see scale, let's do, so I click on here, like right click here, I click on 3D object, make a cube. Okay, now I can see an object in the scene here, which is located at, let's say I just put it here, so it's located at -3.53 on the z-axis. If I put it on this side on the x-axis, it will be like located at -1.88. Okay, if I want to rotate, so I choose this option here, I click on it, and then I simply rotate the value in whatever direction I want. Okay, now if I go here, this is the move tool, so I can see where it is going. Okay, now for the scale, if I want to increase the size of the cube, I just simply do one thing. Either I simply change the value to like this way. Okay, for each axis whatever I want, or I simply click on this tiny button and then I just choose all the axes in, like, similarly all the axes will be changed in the same way. Okay, if I simply close it, it will be like only one axis will change. Okay, so that's how the scale is going to be manipulated. So now I do not want Q for now. So now all of your projects, all of your assets, that means your 3D models and the scripts file, all of your codes will go down in this section basically. Okay, so these are the folders that one game consists. Like whenever you download, for example, GTA 5, it comes with lots of folders, right? Those type of folders are basically stored in this asset, in this project tab under assets. Okay, by default all the folders are scenes, settings and tutorial info. We do not want to like think about settings and tutorial for now, because Unity automatically does all the settings for us. We only care about scenes now because our main scene, that is the sample scene, is stored inside the scenes folder. Okay, so now I go back to the assets and see all these folders again. Now this is the inspector window. So that means if I choose main camera here, all of the main properties of the objects are shown over here. What are the properties? The transform is one property. The camera, because this is the camera, so the camera is one property. Okay, so those type of components are shown in the inspector. Okay, this is the basic overview of Unity. Okay, if you see this star over here, so that means your scene is not saved. Okay, now how to save the scene? On Windows you can press Ctrl S, on Mac you can say Command plus S. So now once you see the star is vanished, so that means your scene is saved. Okay, make sure your scene is saved always. Now what I want to do is I want to deploy this empty scene. Okay, this empty scene in a Quest 3. So Quest 3 is an Android based headset. So let's go ahead and change the build to the Android. Okay, so by default you see the game will be made for Windows, Mac, Linux, but as I said, I am going to deploy this application to a Quest 3 headset, so I have to choose Android. Okay, now I click on switch platform. That will take some time, so once it is done I can come back. Okay, so now it is done and you see this small Unity icon is basically pointing to Android right now. So that means when it is, wherever it is pointing, the small Unity icon, that particular platform is basically currently selected. Okay, so now make sure you have added your scene or scenes in this particular folder area. So I have one scene right now by default, so that's why the scene is stored over here. Okay, if you have some other scene, so how to create a scene? So you go to scene over here, create new scene. Okay, so let's say I just leave the new scene as new scene. If you have a new scene here, you can simply drag and drop the scene as another scene. Okay, if you want to start this new scene before sample scene, you can just simply drag and drop here and then see the order of the new scene changes. So the order of the scenes matters because you need to see the, for example, whenever you play a game, you need to see a menu scene, then from the menu scene you need to go to the intro scene or loading scene, and from the loading or intro scene you need to go to the actual game scene, right? So that type of ordering is shown over here. Okay, so now I do not need another new scene, so I am going to delete that scene file, and from here also I'm going to delete the new scene file. Okay, So I am going to only work on the sample scene. Okay. Now, so in order to make the project applicable for VR or detectable by VR, we need to download some packages. By default, this game is basically set up for like for normal um, desktop or normal laptop based screen based uh, games. Okay, so we need to make sure that the game is set up for VR. So how can I do that? Go to window, okay, and then package manager. Okay, now most likely and your this area will be shown as packages in project. We need to choose Unity registry over here. Okay, so scroll down completely and then we have to download XR plugin management. So XR means all the VR and AR stuff, all the necessary plugins are can be found in this XR plugin management. So we need to install it. Okay, let it install so I can come back when it is installed. Okay, so our XR plugin management is installed. Now I need to download XR interaction toolkit. Okay, so go ahead and install it in the same way. Once it is downloaded, we can come back. Okay, so when it is downloaded, you will get this type of warning window. Don't worry, it just asks you to restart the editor. So go ahead and restart it. Okay, I am back again. So the package is already installed. So I need to go down to the XR plug interaction toolkit, and then you see the package is already installed. But we still need to download another package from the XR interaction toolkit, which is the starter asset. So the starter assets gives us necessary packages that we are going to use to ease our life basically. Okay, what I mean I'm going to show you immediately after some time. Okay, so now I need to download some other stuff. Yes, TextMesh Pro we need to download. So if you see a different version, you can go ahead and update it to the current version, whatever the version is. Right now it is 3.0.9, so I am going to download the 3.0.9. Okay, okay, and finally, because we are going to use Oculus Quest 3, so we are going to download the Oculus XR plugin. Okay, so now all the necessary, like very necessary packages are downloaded in our project. Now we need to set up our project. Okay, so how could we do that? So we can go to File, Build Settings, and from here we can choose Player Settings. Okay, and this will open a new window called Project Settings. Okay, so we can just simply put it over here, like drag and drop it over here, so that we do not have to open it for multiple times, because this window we need to open it for multiple times later on. You will see why. Okay, so now you can make it a little bit bigger by holding this area. Okay, and then we need to set up our project uh, for Android. Okay, so we make sure this Android is set up. Okay, and then over here minimum API level, it should be API level 32. So that means Android 12 API level 32, the minimum API level. Then scripting background, it should be IL2 CPP. Okay, then target architectures should be ARM64, and then we need to change the ARM, we need to turn off the ARM v7. Okay, and finally active input handling should be input package new. Okay, and then it will ask you to again restart the editor. So we go ahead and do the click on apply. Okay, so now almost we have set up our headsets, our project for the VR uh, program. Okay, so now we need to go to XR plugin management, and then by default, because we set our project to Android, you will see the setup will automatically select the Android for you. If by default it is set up for Windows, you really need to change the settings to Android by changing the platform to Android by going to build settings. So you click on file, build settings, this window will open, okay, and then you need to switch to Android. Okay, so now because we are going to work on Oculus Quest 3, so we are going to activate Oculus. Okay, so that will give us all the XR capabilities that will be turned on whenever we deploy our project to the headset. Okay. Okay, so after that, you need to change the time. So by default, you will see the fixed timestamp to 0.02. We need to change it to 0.0833333. So what does that mean? Why did I change it? So 0.02 is like by default fixed timestamp. So all the like you will see, like when I will show you the code a little bit later on in the videos, Unity runs all the code, all the scripts in each frame. Okay, so how quickly the frames will run is determined by this fixed timestamp. Okay, so if it is like if your headset has 90 hertz refresh rate, if your headset has 120 hertz refresh rate, yeah, so if you divided that value from 1, so that means 1 by 120, if it is a 120 hertz refresh rate, so you will get that value. Okay, so I can show you by pen calculator. So 1 divided by 120, so that is 0.00833. 0. Oh, sorry, I need to give her another 0. Okay, so that means that quickly one frame will be shown. Okay, so I think we are done. Oh yes, if you click on project validation over here, if you see some warnings icon and say fix and fix all, you just simply click on fix all. That will fix all of your errors if you have one, and that will fix it for you. Okay, so now we go ahead and then we click on right click on the hierarchy window and then go to down to XR and then choose XR Origin VR. Okay, so that will create an object called XR Origin XR Rig that has a camera offset with main camera, left controller, right controller. So you see all the required things we have already got. So a camera for the headset, the left controller and the right controller. Okay, so now we need to go to inspector and see all of our things are properly set up, but not exactly. Why? Because you see this left controller, most of them are basically empty. Okay, either you can choose like you can click on this button and then you have to choose whatever it needs, or we can do one easy stuff. So you just go ahead and click on this button and then you choose this left controller because we are considering left controller over here, and then you click on left controller and then you see automatically everything is popped up. So what are these? So these are the input actions that you do when you click on the controllers. Okay, similarly you go ahead on the right controller and then just click on this small button and then just click on right controller and then it will pop up everything for you. Okay, now XR Origin, and then you see by default it is located at like very far from the 000 position. Make sure we need to change it to 000 position. It is like for your own good. Make sure to start the game from the 000 position. Make sure the tracking origin mode is at floor. So what does that mean? So floor means whenever you, let's say you give your headset to a different person, or if you want to publish your game to on the website or any app stores. Okay, so you need to consider the height of the person, right? Whoever is wearing the headset, the floor needs to be at height adjusted for every single person, right? So if you choose the tracking origin mode to floor, so that means the device it can automatically detect the floor level for you. So you do not need to worry about to write any other code for it. Okay. So once you do that, you will see the camera offset. It automatically gives a offset value. Do not worry about it. It will automatically change when based on the height when you will run the game. Okay. So now our project is more or less ready. So we just go ahead and then delete the old main camera because we do not need this camera. Okay. So we have this XR origin, interaction manager, global volume, light, and then we just need to create a plane here. We just right click on it, 3D, and then plane. That will give us some sort of feedback that we are standing on a ground. So again, it just instantiated at a far location from the camera, you can see. So I just go ahead and then choose reset. So now you can see the camera is basically on top of the plane. How can you move inside the scene window? So I right click, and then the mouse pointer changes from mouse pointer to this eye looking thing, and then using WASD I can move in the window, in the scene window. Okay. To move down, you press Q key, and to move up, you press E key. To move forward, W, backward S, left A, and right D. Okay. So, but throughout the whole process, I am holding the left key, right. I mean, like the right click. Sorry. Okay. Now you can see that the camera is basically on top of the plane. Okay. So now let's go ahead and then see whether we can deploy it onto our device or not. Okay. So how can we deploy? We go ahead and then make sure this scene is saved. So again, Command S, that means saved, and then go to File, Build Settings, and then click on this development build. Okay. And then make sure to plug your headset in, and then if you did not download MetaQuest Developer Hub, download it and then plug your device onto the computer. It will ask you to allow the computer. You just click on allow. Okay. And then you see this window on your MetaQuest Developer Hub. If you see this window, so that means your headset is good. Okay. If you do not see this window, just follow the steps, and then eventually it will come to this window. Okay. Now what I want to do is, like, I want to cast the device so that you can see what the headset is doing. Okay, so here we go. This is the this is like my home screen over here, and then what I want to do is I just chose development build over here. Now in the run device, I click on refresh, and then if we choose the uh, drop down menu over here, I can see the Oculus Quest 3, the device that already plugged in with my computer. So I click on it. Okay. And then for the first time, because we do not have any other build before, so we are going to click on build, and then inside our project, wherever we saved it, I click on a new folder called builds, then create, and then inside the builds folder, I just give a name to store the APK file. Okay. That will take some time to build the application. So I will come back when it will be done. Okay. So now when the APK file is generated, so this is the APK file that is generated. Now we can we can deploy the APK file in two ways. Okay. In one way, we can just simply drag and drop the APK file and put it on the MetaQuest 3 headset from the developer hub. In this way, you can also install, but I am going to show you a different way which we are going to use more often from the Unity. So that is, we go to the build settings and then just simply patch or patch and run. I can go with patch and run. Okay, so now it will again create a little bit, take a little bit time to deploy the application onto the headset. Once it is done, because we click on patch and run, so it automatically deploy to the headset, and then it will automatically start running the game. Okay, so when it will be done, we can come back. Okay, so this is done, and here I am casting it on my computer, and see, it is working. Okay, so now if I take my controller, you can see the laser pointer. This is my right controller, and this is my left controller. Okay, so it is working. So now that's how you can create your initial game in Unity, and then deploy it onto a VR headset, which we, in this case, we are using the Quest 3. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you.